Hello everyone. In the previous video, we took a look at the basic tetrahedral puzzle, the jings pyramids, and some of its shape mod variants, such as this one here. So from what's basically the 3x3 versions of the tetrahedral puzzle, we're going to move on to the higher ordered ones, which we have three different examples right in front of us. The 5x5 jings pyramids, the FTO, and the Rex cube, also known as the Super Ivy cube. So first, let's take a look at how these puzzles turn. So for this one, we have a face turn, a corner turn, and a slice in between. There are no more turns in between these different layers, and of course, nothing in the middle of this face. So this one is the only added new move. If we compare it to the 3x3 version, we've already seen that on this one, this turn, this corner turn, and this face turn do exactly the same thing, just with a different rotation. But on this one, they are no longer exactly the same because they turn differently with respect to this middle slice layer. However, the total number of pieces on this part is still the same as on this face. So what this means is that if you turn only the face and not this thing, you can scramble it in kind of a reduced state, just like a 3x3 jings pyramids, which should be pretty obvious. However, if you only turn the corners, the corner layer, the result would still be equivalent to a 3x3 jings pyramids, just with a different combination of pieces. For example, if you turn this one, this center will stay untouched. But if you turn this one, what's equivalent of a center will be kind of this part. This, and this. So while we're at it, I'm just going to scramble it up from the outer layers. So this one is just a scramble 3x3 jings pyramids right now. Then we have the FTO. The FTO also has a middle slice and then two faces. So this middle slice on the FTO, put it like this, is exactly equivalent to this middle slice on the 5x5 jings pyramids. And we can look at them in this way. This one has a face, a slice, and a corner. This one has face, slice, face. But our last example, the Super Ivy cube, has corner, slice, corner. So if you think about it this way, this one is actually kind of in between this and this. One face, one corner, two faces, two corners. And they all have a slice in the middle. So let's restore them and take a look at how the pieces correspond to each other. Let's make a half turn so we can let it stand. So on the 3x3 jings pyramids, we have these edge pieces that are 1x3, and then the centerpiece, 3 wings, 3 middle ones, and a center one. And this 1x3 edge set is the same as this small triangle, this large corner, and this small triangle. So this one is an edge piece. Then directly underneath, we have this one, which is the same as this wing center. This small triangle is the same for this one. This one is same for this. Then the only thing that the FTO does not have is this centerpiece. It actually has it like hidden underneath the other center pieces, and the screw actually goes on it, but it's not visible from the outside. Then we have these edge pieces that are equivalent of this edge piece, and this edge piece is like this edge piece. For the Rex cube, the situation is similar. So our edge piece on this Rex cube is this one. It's this 1x3 bar here. Then this is the other edge piece, and this is the last edge piece. directly underneath the edge piece. This triangle is like this one. These outer like center edges are actually the smallest wing center here. Then these two small triangles are like these trapeze pieces. Then this one is of course this thing. And just like the FTO, it does not have a visible center as well. So I'm going to do a full solve on each of this using the same reduction method. So let's scramble it up. I can scramble the center by using not face turns but corner turns. Like that. And for this one, if I turn only 4 of the corners, I can scramble it like a reduced IVQ. But if I start turning on these ones, it's now fully scrambled, and I will break apart all the centers, like kind of like this. Yes. And the same goes for FTO. If I scramble only the non-adjacent faces, it will be in a reduced state. But if I start turning on these things, then it's fully scrambled. Alright, let's start solving from this one. So normally I will solve a inner 1x3 bar. That's exactly on one of the slices. So which means I will need a wing center here, which is blue. So just find one of these and move it into place within this slice. Then I'll make a 1x2, matching one wing in the inner slice and one edge piece, like this. Then I'll kind of reposition myself, put the solved part on my left hand side, then save this in this slice, and then what I've done is to pair this middle center to one of the edge centers, but it's already skipped. So I will just pair this part with this to make the outer triangle and match the outer triangle with the inner slice bar. For the next one, the idea is similar. I see that there's a green 1x2, so I'll make it into a 1x3 by adding this slice wing piece. Then this one's already paired for us, so I just need this one. That's a 1x2, and match the 1x2 with this one edge center pair, and we're done with the second center. For the last two, I normally solve all the wings first, and then insert the middle ones. So for example, I can insert this one like this, and I have 2 of those. Let's try to insert a few more centers. And it actually skips. Isn't that nice? Okay, so now all the centers are done. Let's move on to the edges. I'll use the top layer with one solved center to store the partially solved edges, and use this slice to solve new pieces into these edges. For example, we need a red yellow one to slice in here, and we find that right over here. Slice that in, and I replace it with a red blue one, which slices back. Then, and this one, it's basically only one piece, so while the center is not sliced, we can just flip it with a F move, then put the piece that's missing into the slice. Slice this, and just put whatever that's not solved back. Then this one, same idea, the red green, and slice back. So we have 2 last edges. We have to use the slice and flip it in its own place. Slice back, do this twice, and it will be, wait, we have a last one, right? I'm actually looking at the cube on my camera screen, so my recognition is all over the place, but it's here. We actually have a 3 cycle left. So we slice this one over and bring this one down, and it's done. Alright, so next is the FTO. We're also going to start by solving a 1x3 in this inner slice. So I normally start solving from the blue side, which is what I'm going to keep doing right now, because because if I actually try to solve another phase, I might mess up the color scheme. So my apologies if you are used to seeing the white side. I just put this one in and solve this 1x3 inner slice bar. Then the outer triangle part is actually easier than on the jings pyramids, because we only need these pieces and not the centers. So we just put this one on the inner slice and match the outer small triangles with it, like this. Then the next center I'm going to solve is the yellow one, which I'm also going to solve this bar by adding this edge piece, which should be the green one, which is right here, and then solve the outer bar, like this. Next up is the purple one. So remember that what I did here is I solved these ones first, and these are actually the edge pieces on the FTO. I'll solve all the edge pieces first. I need a orange one here, and then a white one here. And for the last one, I can just do some kind of semi-commutator thing to solve it. Alright, so the 4 centers are all done. For the edges, I'm going to do the same thing. Put one of these layers with the solved center on top to store the partially solved edges, and then use this slice to slice in new pieces for the edges. So for example, we can slice in this piece over here, like this, and then the orange piece, we can bring one that needs an orange down. Then this one, it actually can flip in itself, so we bring green down and then flip this in its own place. That solves that entire edge. Then the centers are not sliced, so we flip this one like this, bring this slot up, then put this in. So this one goes here, and is there another one that needs a white one? No, so we can bring a solid white and save that part. Now we only have these two, it seems. Again, I'm looking at the screen of a camera, so there might be a few I'm missing. It seems that we're fine. We slice this one and replace it with another one of the same color, and that's all solved. And from there on, I'm not going to continue to solve, but if you're wondering how you're solving this from this point, you can refer to the previous video. Okay, now this one is actually the hardest to recognize of the three. So, and that's just because that this slice has a very irregular shape, like it's not a straight line, and also like it's very hard to tell apart the tetrahedral centers from the centers you are not supposed to turn, like these two. But on this one, I'll start by solving one of the white 1x3 bars. So it seems like we can have one of those. I think here is good. Yeah, here we already have 1x2. So I'll insert the last one, which is the orange one. Like I'll insert them with this slice, which is kind of hard to recognize. But if you do this, no, let's do this. Yeah, I should have inserted this one. So this piece first. Yeah, this one is hard, but it's alright. You can do that. And remember to insert with this slice. Yes, and that's done. The last one is here, and it's here. We'll just bring it somewhat closer so that it's easier to recognize. And then I'm going to solve this 1x3 like this one and these two pieces from kind of like here. So we can add a blue piece over here by kind of like reorienting this. Actually, no, this is good. Then this one by turning one of these things in. And I have this, right? So this one. Alright, so that's the first center done. We again put that on our left hand side and start solving on this slice. We take maybe a white piece first, like here, and put a white red center like this. Then we add this one, the white green one with like the white green one like this. Then this is our 1x3 bar to put on this slice. Then the green red one, where's the green red one? It's right here. So let's just bring it closer and start adding pieces to it. On this center, it needs a red one, then it needs a green one. That was kind of easy. And then the first two are done. For the last two centers, we'll actually need commutators, but still I'm going to solve these ones first, which remember are equivalent to these small pieces, and also the FTO edges. So as we can see from the bottom, this one should be blue, red, and yellow, so we're missing a red, yellow one. Just gonna insert it first. So while you solve these, the other center should also have these wings solved. Then we're going to solve the rest with commutators. So the commutator we use swaps this one over here and this one to the top. So I'm going to solve one piece first. There might be multiple commutators you can use, but I don't know that. So I solved one piece. Then let's solve another one, which would be a yellow one. A yellow one would be good, but I need to swap twice. So actually I'm going to turn around and solve the, oh, I still need to do it twice. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but I don't know the reverse commutator. So that's once, and then this one will go here on the next iteration. Then one and one here. Okay, so I'm gonna rotate again and then cycle this to here, this to the unsolved thing. So we are basically cycling two yellows and one blue piece. I still need to do that twice though. Then this one goes here, this one goes here. And finally, we've done the centers. So for the edges, the idea is still the same. We put one solved center on top, and using these dots to store our partially solved edges, and then slice with this slice. Like we can take a green one, slice it in, and put the red one to slice back. Okay. So the next one is this one needs green, which is perfect for this. Then slice the yellow one back. Now we flip the yellow one and slice in this yellow one. Take a white one and restore. Now we have this one to flip, then this one to flip as well. Slice, replace with this slice back. Now we should have only two, and then this one is slice and flip this in this place. Slice back, and we've done the reduction. And now it's just a regular Ivy cube instead of a super Ivy cube. So that's all the solving for this video. But I have one last note that although they are solved exactly the same, these puzzles don't actually have the same mechanism, it turns out. So this one actually has a tetrahedral core, and the centers and edges are built just like the regular big cubes. But this one actually has a completely different mechanism with like one screw in each of these 8 faces. So I don't know if it's possible to make one of these with like 8 screws or one of these with only 4. But I do think that could potentially like bring us some better turning ones, like especially for this one. Like this one right here is of course the best turning of them, and don't know if it has anything to do with this kind of mechanism. So here's hope that we actually get some manufacturer to make one of these ones with this kind of mechanism and see how it turns out. But yeah, it's still kind of amusing that these the exact same type of puzzle can be built with 2 completely different mechanisms. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching and see you next time.